Bruce Lee was very correct when he said that he does not fear the man who has kicked 10,000 times, but he fears the man who has kicked one kick 10,000 times. So if we repeat the same thing over and over and over again, it becomes extremely, extremely powerful. Now, with our thoughts in our mind, let's ask ourselves, how many times have we practiced talking to ourselves per day? We have talking to ourselves more than 10,000 times per day. So imagine the strength of our thoughts. Imagine how strong our relationship is to our mind. It will be extremely powerful. Now compare that to the spiritual practices that we do. We probably did meditation a few times, energy healing, Reiki. We've been to ceremonies, circles, events, cacao ceremonies. We sit down and drank cacao thinking that it's gonna help us with our mind. I have nothing wrong against cacao ceremonies, by the way. They're very healthy, I guess, the cacao, but it will never make your mind, your thoughts in your head stop, because it just doesn't work that way. You know? It's like trying to change your car engine by changing your car tires. You're doing something for something else. If you want to be healthy, drink a cacao. Your body will like it, but it won't do anything for your mind. I spoke to a girl the other day, and she was talking to me about her mind, and she was saying that she has created an entity within her mind. She said that she developed a friendship with a certain set of thoughts in her mind, and she gave it a personality. She said that on one end she has a set of thoughts, and she called it the dark demon. And then she has another set of thoughts, and she called it her angelic demon. When she's talking to one demon, the other one doesn't exist, but when she talks to the other, this one doesn't exist. She says that she has to listen to the dark demon in order for her to get material things in her life. When she listens to her light demon, she doesn't get material things, but she feels more joy in her life. Now, this person is completely and utterly insane. She has lost her mind. And she says that it's been going on like this for decades. And this person is just simply crazy. The only difference between her and the homeless person that we see in the train is that the homeless person, the homeless person that's yelling in the train and saying crazy things. The only difference between her and this homeless person is that the homeless person is saying it out loud. She's repeating her craziness only in the side of her head. It's silent for the rest of us. But in both scenarios, it is loud within their own minds. Okay? This is the level of craziness that we have reached. We have given names. We have personalized the thoughts in our mind. And to be honest, I don't blame her. It's not her fault. Okay? It's because, as Bruce Lee says, if you practice something 10,000 times, it will become extremely powerful, extremely dangerous. Imagine someone kicking a bag 10,000 times every day, the same exact kick. Now imagine what's going to happen to you if he kicks your head. So this is what is happening to her. She's practiced speaking to her own mind in a certain way 10,000 times per day, and now she reached a black belt level of insanity. She gave it a personality, a name, she gave it an entity. Now she's listening to it and she has to follow orders and commands by her thoughts. So do you think this person is free or is a slave? Now, of course, I did not argue with her. I was just listening. Okay, no problem, no problem. She didn't ask for my help because she thinks and believes that this is the norm. This is her norm. That there's no light at the end of the tunnel. She's so deep in the darkness of her own tunnel that she thinks that this is the reality that I have to live with and there's no way out. She actually told me that she believes that this is it. She has to listen to this dark entity, otherwise nothing good in her life will happen. And I'm not in the point where I give advice to people who don't ask for it, especially random people. We just have to let the insanity play off. She has to keep going insane and insane. And instead of 2 personalities in her head, she has to develop 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different entities within herself until she comes to the realization that, hey, I've been talking to myself too much lately. And it sounds the same. It's starting to sound the same inside of my head. It sounds that there's one voice in my head and it's repeating in different personalities. And maybe, just maybe, it's a byproduct of language. Because this is what it is. It's because humans are communicating with each other, because I'm talking to you in a language right now, this language has an echo and it echoes in our minds. And we give meaning to this echo. We start believing this echo. But the more we repeat it, as the Bruce Lee saying goes, it will become powerful, especially if we do it 10,000 times. And in the case of our minds, 10,000 times per day. Because Bruce Lee was talking about martial arts, but this is applicable to our minds. Her only hope is to bring some distance between her awareness and her thoughts for 15 minutes only, so she can have a little bit of a flavor of peace, of listening to the trees, to the birds, without her giving the attention to the voice in her mind. Because it tastes so sweet and it will become the beginning of her journey towards complete silence in her head. This will become the opening of a door in which the universe, God's consciousness, can enter within. It will become the door where the light can shine through her. But to reach that point, it seems that she has to suffer. Suffering always brings the light of consciousness. Suffering is fine. Just how long do you want to suffer? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. Do I want to suffer for a week more, a month more, years, decades more? Everyone will ask themselves that question. Once you're fed up, giving energy, giving attention to your thoughts, giving personality, in this case, once you're fed up, that will be the end of the suffering and the beginning of the light of consciousness to shine through.